Hey guys, Rich Bassi, your YouTube vlogger and creator here. Today I want to talk about the Sony DCR-TRV340. This camera, folks, for those who have been watching my videos, this is my fourth camera. I'm running out of these handy cams here. This is it. This is the last of them. I do have some digital still cameras that I will do videos on, but for today, we're going to do this one here. This is the last one I have. I know people say, "Would you collect these cameras?" Well, the other three, if you watch my other videos, the other three I picked up at my local thrift store, and they work. They're really good. I talked about it, in those videos, that when you're buying those type of cameras off at thrift stores, there's really no way to test them out. You're basically buying an untested item. But this is something that you got to decide and think about if you're going to do that, if you're going to buy these older cameras. In some cases, for the most part, those cameras I purchased, they all work. Some did not come with, some came with batteries, but there was no way to charge them. I'm going to show you on a site here. I got a couple of websites opened up here. We're going to show you where you can get, if you come across this particular model in the thrift store, where you can get the charger for it, a wall charger, along with the batteries. Okay, they still have them today from the company called K-Star. I'm gonna talk a little more about that. I'm gonna share some information. So I got quite a bit of information I want to share with you guys. So I hope you could stick around. We're gonna go to the site where we could talk a little about the specifications with this here. But before we get started with this here, I just want to share this really quick with you guys. You're going to need to buy this here. Okay, this is, if you do this particular brand, I use Diamond. It's the one-touch video capture. It comes with the CD here, and it's got the driver software. Now, the reason why you're going to need this, folks, with these type of cameras, is because when you want to upload them to your video editing software, you're going to need this video capture card here, or device, I should say, cable, right? And what it is this will plug into your USB port on your computer. And with Sony, they give you the cables. They give you quite a bit of cables, but just for this video, I'm not going to go over each and every one. This is the cable that came with it. And what you would do is, when you're getting ready after you shoot your video, you want to upload it to your video editing software. You'll do your same thing here. Just match up the colors here, the white with white, yellow, and red to red, right? And this here, I'm not going to do it because I already uploaded the video. And by the way, the video is with clouds, in case you guys want to know what I'm going to taking a picture of. It's with clouds. It's just to show you how this thing works and the clarity of it and stuff like that. All right, so you would plug this into your computer. After you plug it like this here, then you would take this part right here, right, this cable here, and you plug it right over here. Okay, right in here, like that there. You hit the button here to play it. After you rewind it, you hit the play button over here. They got the buttons for play. And then once it's on the video editing software, then you're going to hit the record on there. Okay, I already done all that. I will, if necessary, if you guys are confused as to how I go about doing it, I will do a video on that, show you from step by step how it's done. And if you want to know more, like I said, about it, just hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, and every time I put up a video, hit that bell notification icon. You'll get notified. Okay, so I don't want to spend too much time talking about the other stuff, but let's get started with this here. I do want to talk a little about the camera. So let's move this out of here for now. We'll put this over here because, like I said again, I already had uploaded it to the video editing software. And just to let you guys know, this video is being created with Cyberlink Power Director 21 Ultimate. Okay, that's what it's being created with. All right. What's nice about Sony, they give you the booklet here. I got this thing, like I said, I bought this brand new. I got the user manual in here. They give you a whole bunch of documentation stuff. This camera was purchased, I believe it was, oh man, around maybe 2006 or 7, something like that there. It's been a while since I had it. Still works great. I have no problem with it whatsoever, Now, when you buy these cameras, which the new ones, I don't know if the new ones have it, this one comes with a remote control, which is nice. So if you set this up on a tripod, and let's say you're doing anything where you're sitting down, the screen is small. It does flip around, so if you were sitting around like this here, you would get to see it, but it's small. I mean, look at that. That's small. You could also turn around this way like that, keep it this way as well. Okay, looks pretty cool that way, right? But I wouldn't do it because I don't want the thing to get scratched. But when you're sitting down, you can get an idea. Yes, the screen is small. Okay, it is a small little screen. However, I was thinking if I can get one of those videos or those little screens there, you could mount over here. This has got a hot shoe on here. See it there? Where is it? If I can do this here. Get it back. The little brass contacts. Okay, this is a hot shoe. You got a cold shoe and hot shoe, whatever. With this here, I picked this thing up at the thrift store. This thing here is the Pixel MC650. This here is pretty nice. It works good. I got this again. I tested this out. The only thing is, let me see over here for a second here. Yeah, I had it on here. I had this on the camera, and it does work nice. Like that. This is how it looks. And I got this at my local thrift store. Believe it or not, I got my local thrift store. Okay, I'll get that lint off of there. I'm surprised. And this is how it looks when you get ready to shoot with it. It works great. You know, this here, this cable here, plugs in the microphone one. I believe it's the record one right here, the red one. There's a red one right there. Plugs in this one here. Quite sure plugs into that one there. This requires 2 batteries. And once you turn it on, this is, I think it's like a green light. You got some light status lights over here, let you know. You could adjust it here. You got the low out, then you got the 10 decibels, and you got the 10 decibels minus and plus. I just leave it the way it is on the default settings. It works really good. Got this at my local thrift store, so this is nice. I want to always get one of these here. I didn't want to break for the money because, like I said, I'm trying to watch the spending. I consider myself a frugal entrepreneur, but you know what's nice about it? It came with this long cable. Look at this thing. And you know what's nice about it? This here, as you can see, plugs right in here. It's actually made pretty well. This would plug in here, and then you could plug this into a USB. And then what goes in here is the headphones, because it's green. You would plug your headphones in here. Okay, so when you connect this to your, well, this is if you're going to connect it onto your computer, of course. And then you would plug this, you put the headphones in, so you get the headphones to listen to how you sound and stuff. Works pretty good. I tell you the truth, this was good. And I got it for a good price too, I have to honestly say. I always wanted one, I just didn't want to shoot for the money. I know people say you could get them pretty inexpensive, but hey, I got it at a thrift store and I can't complain. All right, so anyway, I'm not going to hook that up right now. We don't need to hook that up, but I just wanted to show you guys with that there. Now also, with this camera, when you're buying brand new, of course, you can get the AC charger here, power adapter. Now, how I charge my batteries, I don't have the K-Star wall charger with the batteries, because I had this one here. I have this thick one here. This battery here, when it's fully charged, is the thick guy. I think I get close to 4 hours with it. 4 hours of videotape. That's a lot. It holds a lot of juice. This is the one that came with it. It's a little guy. This would slide in here. You lift it up and you slide it in here, right? The last one I showed you, it's a Sony DCR-TRV340. That comes with a color viewfinder. This one don't. Okay, I know. I'll read the specs on it and stuff like that. Now, if you look over here at the lens, the other three Sony cameras that handy cams have Carl Zeiss on it. As you can see here, so it says Sony video lens, optical 25x. Okay. I don't see where it says Carl Zeiss on here, but that's what came with this camera. The other ones usually have it right on the lid, right on the beginning. When you open it up, take the cover off, you'll see it'll say Carl Zeiss. What's nice about this here too, it gives you the feature to, you know, zoom in. You could do a real nice, you know, zoom in and stuff like that, get the clarity on it. This also does super night vision. I don't know if you can see that there. Can you see it right there? Maybe like that there. Well, no, it'd be this way. Sorry guys, I'm driving you guys crazy. It'll have over there night vision. See it? You see that there? Right, and you click that on. Night vision's pretty cool. It works pretty good. Honestly, it works pretty good. Yeah, so we got that there going on here. I had to, in case you guys are wondering, I had to stitch this on here. This used to be on here. That was like the original cover that came with this was a strap thing here, strap cover. It got worn off, so I didn't want to throw it away, so I kind of like glued it on here, but I'm going to keep the camera anyway. And I put on, actually this is a little more comfortable anyway. I had to stitch it, you know, little by little, but it works good. This is the type of camera, I would say it's about a little over 1.5 pounds, you know. If you put things on it, it might make it a little heavy, but it's got weight to it, okay. If you're going to do a video shoot for it, your arm's gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it after a while, you know. But yeah, this camera's nice, and it's got all your little side things here. Okay, you got the red for the record, the green, that's for the headphones, whatever. And then you got the other one there. That's for the remote control mic, that little guy, right there. Whoops, where is it? Right there, that's the remote control. I have a Sony tripod that accommodates this here, okay? All right, let's see what else I want to share with you guys. Oh, with Sony, they also give you a booklet like this with a lot of advertisements in there and stuff like that. The reason why I have all that stuff is because I bought this here brand new, and it came with the manual too. Now, I'm going to show you guys, if you do come across this here, whoops, you can get the manual online, okay? You could print it out, or you could always just go to the site and just print out just the specific pages that you're looking for or on a particular topic. All right, I'm trying to think what else I want to share with you. I told you about the remote control it came with. So let me minimize myself here, and I'm going to show you where you can get the diamond capture. Now, here is the one I was talking about here. This is what you're going to need. The reason why you're going to need this, folks, is when you're uploading it to, or I should say transferring your video onto your video editing software, okay? You're going to need one of these here, all right? I highly recommend Diamond. I mean, to me, it's been working good. I got no complaints with it. They do have it looks like a newer version of it. One over here, Diamond One Touch Video Capture. Oh, for Mac, that's why. But again, if you're going to buy them, they have open boxes. It all depends. I don't think you could really get a bad deal if you buy a pre-owned one or an open box one, but you can get one over here, brand new seal for $25. Plus they offer free shipping. And just a little disclaimer, I don't know any of these people here who are selling this stuff. I'm just putting the information out there for you guys, but you are going to need this type of device to, again, transfer to your video editing software, okay? So anyway, we're going to close out of that, and if you're looking for it, on the search window on eBay, just type in Diamond One Touch Video Capture. It'll bring you to this page. I'm not going to drop the links for all this stuff, guys, because it's kind of, pretty basic. You can just do it on your own. All right. So let's go over here and let me close this guy out. Okay. Here is if you needed a charger, the AC adapter charger right here. This is original, according to what I see over here, original Sony AC adapter for the DCR-TRV340. Okay, handy cam camcorder, it tells you idea, and also it accommodates the TRV340 with cord. So this is what you're looking for here. Make sure you're getting both of these things, that you're not just getting one thing, because they just might sell the cord, the power cord, you know what I'm saying? Or they may just sell the unit. They might assume that you have the cord, because it's the cord, they might just tell you, they might just sell you this and not this, So I'm sure people will sell the cord separate too. You never know. I mean, so yeah, that's where you get that. Again, if you buy this camera like in a thrift store, I know people might say, geez, you're taking the chance, you're buying a camera, it might not work. But I'm telling you, folks, for the thrift store I've been at, I bought 3 of them already. This is, like I said, is a brand new one, so that's a given. But the other ones, there was no way for me to test them out. That's why I ordered from K-Star. I ordered the battery charger, the wall charger with a battery. You can get it with 1 battery, 2 batteries, 3 batteries, whatever. Depends, I guess, how much video shooting you're going to be doing with your camera if you do buy these older models. Okay, so that's something you got to think about. So yeah, you can get that as well. And if you want to get the camera, my computer's a little slow. There we go. Well, this is the K-Star. We're going to get to the camera in a second. This is what I was talking about. K-Star, highly recommend them. They're pretty good. I had no problem with it whatsoever. It says over your battery wall charger of a Sony FM50. This is what it is. And it'll tell you right here, the DCR-TRV340, right? And then it's also the 360. You can get it when you click on K-Star. You're going to come to this window here. You're going to get a select button here, okay? Now, this one here, when you hit this little, when you hit the little pull down arrow, you could just get the charger, right? I usually buy it when because I thought I was going to sell, not this camera, but the other ones, I thought I was going to sell it. So I only got the 1 battery, but I decided to keep it. But you can see you can get it 1, 2, 3, 4 batteries. It depends, again, how much you're going to use to make your videos, but that's what you got to decide. And the price will change. Like right now it's $649. It's most likely that's probably just for the charger. When you start adding things, it gets a little more. Like I said, now if this is just with 1 battery, if you go with the 2, it'll change. If you go with the 4, just drop it down here. You're going to be paying $33 if you need all these batteries. But it will accommodate. So if you do come across this here, folks, check out K-Star. They have a lot of wall chargers, and they do sell batteries for different cameras and stuff like that. So you might want to give them a try. I bought 2 so far from them. Very satisfied, no problem with them. And again, I have no affiliate links with them whatsoever. Okay, so let's close that out. Okay, let's see here. That's the battery. Okay, let's close that out here. And we're going to go over here to the camera. There we go. Now, if you want to buy a camera like this here, they range in price. You can get like a whole thing here. It says Steady Shot Tested. This is pre-owned. They want $200 for it. You get, plus it's going to cost $28. Well, it depends. They go by zones or where you live, so it might not be exactly you. This is, I think, is geared up to where me, if I was going to buy it. I believe that's the way it works. That's how much I'd pay if I was to buy this here. But again, they have it over here, $47.49. Read it very clearly. Be definitive when it comes to reading, because I had a person, I was selling something I put for parts not working, and they bought it anyway, and they had to return it. It was something else, it was a printer. And they said, I want to return this item because it's not working. I said, did you read the description and the title? Oh, no, I didn't see that. I just bought it like that, like, I guess, spontaneous, Make sure you read everything. You could see the reason why this is cheap, because it says, for VCR OEM parts and repairs only. Okay, so make sure, it don't even tells you your parts only. But again, here's one over here, TR40, right? TR340, whatever. Again, tested and working, just like the whole kit and caboodle here. $214, but it's going to cost $50 in shipping. Okay, so if you wanted a camera like this here, you could still get them. Okay, and they're really good. I mean, I know if I sold my camera, being I'm the original owner, it's only a one owner camera. I got all the booklets and all that stuff with it, and so for me, I think I could get around a good price range. But for right now, I want to hold on to my cameras. I'm pretty happy with them. All right. So anyway, if you want to get them, there you go. And now we're going to talk about over here. No, we don't want that there. I'll close that out, and let's close this out over here. If you need to get a manual, you could go directly to Sony. I will drop this link in here. I will leave the link up for this here, because some people may want to, may have a camera and say, geez, I got the camera, but I don't have the user guide. So here, I will drop the link. You could read, you could pick out certain pages you need or whatever. I talked about this once before. If you were looking to just print out a specific topic that you're interested in, you don't have to print out the whole thing. This here, if you look, my mouse cursor is moving, it's 212 pages. Okay, 212 pages. That's a lot. Now, if you have a laser printer like I have and plenty of toner, you could do this here double-sided. It'll probably cut it in half, and but that's totally up to you. But I highly recommend, if you're a person that doesn't do a lot of reading, but you might want to touch a certain topic. Let's just say here the main features. Well, let's use this as an example. Okay, let's go here with this page here. This is number 1, 2, 3, and let's say 4 right here. We'll stop at 4. What you want to do, okay? Let's just say you were interested. I'll use it as an example. You could do that with any other thing, any other part of the booklet, the user guide, if you want to pick a certain topic or whatever with it. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to come to the little print icon over here. Okay, it's going to come up like this. All right, when my computer loads it up, that is, my computer is slow as usual. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. That's one thing I have stayed on is the computer. Okay, what you want to do is make sure this right now is set for laser. If you have a color printer, which I do have an HP, I have all HP equipment here. My HP color printer, I don't need to do because they're always printed in black and white for the most part. You would just change it over. You would come here and change the printer. Say I got the HP 7520 series. You just make sure you got your printer on here. The copies, one copy. But here's where it's going to come into play when it comes to printing out a specific range. Okay. Now, when you come over here, you're going to click this one. You see, you got odd pages only and even pages only. What you want to do is you want to custom it. You want to you want a specific range. So what you're going to do is very simple. You're going to go like this, 1 through 4, okay? And now when the printer prints, it's only going to print out 1 to 4 pages. If you want it on both sides, you would do it this way here, or on one side. So you could have separate pages. But if you want it to be on both sides, you would print over here, print on both sides, and then you would hit the print button, okay? Just make sure you do that first. Do your settings in, because what will happen is you might accidentally not think about it, and you have it designated to your laser printer. You're going to click that button, and it's going to start spooling, right? It's going to start getting ready to print, and then you're going to have to stop the printer or whatever, and sometimes it jams when you do that and at a time. So make sure you check your settings when you're printing out any documentation on your printer, especially when it comes to multiple pages like this. All right. Okay, so we're going to cancel here because I already had the booklet, but I will drop the link below on the what do you call it there in the comment section, and this way you guys could check it out. If you don't want to print anything, you just, well, I want to read it online, that's even better yet. Now I want to share this with you guys. I'm using Windows 11 Home Edition. You can't see because I always put I always black out the top of the body because I got certain sites, you know, not anything. I always do that as just a way I do my videos. What you would do is there's going to be 3 little dots on there. Okay, and this is, by the way, what I'm using here is Microsoft Edge. It's the latest one. What you're going to do is you click those 3 little dots on here. You're going to see what says zoom. Okay, if you're a person, I wear reading glasses. Okay, now if the print is too small, what you're going to do is you're going to come over. It's got a minus and a plus. You're just going to keep hitting the plus until you get to a specific dimension where it's going to be legible for you, and you could read it that way. You can make it, I think it goes to 500, but you don't want that one. This is at 175. And it's more legible. You can read it. It's more comfortable on the eyes. You're not squinting looking at it. Okay? Just make sure when you're finished looking at what you're looking at, then you put it back to where it was at 100%. And again, that's on the Microsoft Edge. You're going to see 3 little dots to the far right of the screen. When you click it on, you're going to see it says zoom. Click that on there, and you could enlarge the page, the photo there, the pages. Okay, and then you could read it really comfortable, and you can't go wrong with it that way. But for argument's sake, we're going to go back here again, and we're going to take it back to 100%. Okay. Okay, it is small, but I can still read it even with the reading glasses. All right, so we got that out of the way. I will leave that up. That's for the link, for the manual. We'll leave it over here. Here is when you go to the Sony for the manual, you're going to come into this page here. I'll drop the link for this as well. You're going to get 2 things here where it says PDF operating instructions, 8 megabytes over here, and you got the operating instructions, 3.5 megabytes. This one here for 8 megabytes, that's the one that's 202 pages. Now, if you click this one on here, it says operating instructions. It's going to bring you to this. Okay, this one here is 207 pages. Now, I don't know what the series. You could read a little more into it. There's a lot there. I mean, I'm just showing you to see. You guys don't have to print this stuff out. You just may want to stick with the one that says 8 megabytes. Okay, when you click on the 8 megabytes, it's going to take you to this one right here. This is what you want if you want to print out a manual, or you want to print out, like I said, a specific topic in here. Okay, so I will drop the link on here. This one here, we'll just leave it alone. And again, I'm going to drop the link for this here. And this is how you're going to print it out. The reason why I'm leaving it like that is to show you when you click it open, that's the site that you're going to go to. It's going to hyperlink you to that window. Okay, all right. And over here, just to read a little into it, I'm not going to get too much into it. Here's the Handycam. This one here is from my favorite site. This is from Manuals Lib. I love Manuals Lib. Whenever I sell electronics, if it's readily available, I will include a user guide if it's not too much. Now, I have printed out in the past, I think 30-page user guide for, I don't know if it was a print or whatever. Again, I did the double-sided stuff, so it cuts it in half. It wasn't too bad. I know some people probably said, well, you're selling that on eBay, and my buyer is my #1 priority. So I don't mind, when it comes to, sharing something like that there. And if it could help the person, why not? Now, this one over here, this is just talking about it's only a 2-pager, okay? But this is just giving you a little about the features. Digital 8, video recording. Then it's got the, you could read into this here. You could look at it at your own leisure. You could print this page. You could also download it. When you hit the download button on this site, it'll take you over here. It'll say Get Manual. All right. And it's going to click that on. It'll say View in Browser. You could view it in browser. And then you could print it out. And this is what it looks like, okay? Photo mode, USB stream, playback, zoom. And it tells you, it talks about the battery life, the specifications, which is good. I'm not going to get into all this because the video will go on too long, but that's why I'm showing you guys. I will drop the link for this here, okay? If this is from Manuals Lib, great thing, great site to print out manuals, all right? All right, now, let's go and go to the video editing software. Now, let me just make myself, okay, because I could leave myself over here. Let's see what happens here. There I am, still there. Okay, now, here we are at the CyberLink Power Director. Anytime you want to know what version you're using, if you're using a particular version, like let's say I have Power Director, well I still have it, 14, 19, and 20, and this is 21. In case you want to know, you would click on the little question mark. You click that on and go to where it says About CyberLink Power Director. It will bring this window up. It'll say Power Director version, and then it'll come over here, version type Ultimate. Okay, that's the one you got there. All right, so we'll close that out. And here we have basic video over here, like this here, of clouds. I know people say, why don't you take other pictures? I know. Well, I didn't feel like going to the park today and shoot some video. I don't know. I wanted to stay home today. But anyway, this is just to show you, this is being done with this camera. Okay, just to let you know, the TRV340. Okay, not bad. The only thing I will say, when it comes to recording with these cameras, okay, you can hear, if it's a windy day, you might hear this thing flopping around sometimes or whatever, or if you move it, the microphone will pick it up, okay, it will pick it up. I'm not going to lie about that there. When you're hitting a button like the on, off, whatever, you might hear a little click sound. It depends. This came out pretty good. I muted it because all you can hear is the sound of the outside sound. But the whole premise behind this video is just to show you how you can make a photo. You can make the photos really nice. You could really, make them look pretty good, considering it's not a high-end DSLR video camera. Like I said, this is a video camera. And in case you're wondering, the media that it uses, you hit that little button over here. I don't know if you can see that, like that. Let's do this like this here. It's going to come out like this here. Okay. This is the media it uses. A little tape, 8mm. See it there, guys? Right there. That's what it uses. Okay? And anytime, if you do buy a camera like this here, make sure when you're putting it in, inserting it, be gentle with it. Very delicate little motors in there. And just click it in. Whoops. And let it take its time going down. Whoa. Yeah, take its time going down. Oh, you got to push that in. Sorry. There you go. Let it go all the way down before you close it up, of course. I know. It's going to make that little sound like that. And then eventually shuts off. And then you just close it up. Okay? And this here does accommodate a tripod as well. And I do have a Sony tripod because I went all out Sony crazy. I got a leather Sony bag for this and everything, but I do load the product. But anyway, yeah, so let's just show you something really quick here. When it comes to making a picture look good, now I know you really can't tell, like it looks a little distorted, the sound, the picture itself, the video, but if you right click, let's get something here that's let's see something a little different here. Let's set, I know it's all the same, right? I'm trying to get something that's got a little clarity. Let's look at this one here, all right? So it's got the blues, the sky, it's got the clouds in there, and it's got the telephone pole back there. What you want to do is, I'm not going to play the whole thing. I just want to show you how you can make the video look a little nicer. You can make it pop. Now, I know you really can't tell. It's nice to see trees and all that other stuff, but what you're going to do is, when you're in the timeline on this particular software, again, this is Power Director 21 Ultimate, just right-click it, okay? When you right-click it, you're going to come over here. It says Edit Video, and you're going to go to Fix and Enhance. You're going to click that on. It's going to bring you to another window here, all right? And then you're going to have over here Fix. You got the Extreme Backlight. If you click that on there, I don't really know if it does too much. Let's see, does it? It does make it look a little nicer. Doesn't it look a little nicer, guys? A little more clear, a little more darker. Then you could do the adjustments here. But, sometimes you don't want to overdo it with the, fixing and moderating. Like it got white balance. You got the white balance here. Where you could do the color temperature. You could play, what's nice about, well, I like that type of sky like that there. That's like when it's getting like, it's a real sunny day, it looks like here. Well, I'm in the state of New York, so right now it's like near the fall. We're getting close to fall. Fall didn't come yet, I don't think. Anyway, but it's getting there. It's nice. I think it's 62 degrees today. It's really nice and cool out. And then you could play around with it yourself. Like I said, you could get a picture like this, even though, like I said, this ain't a state-of-the-art camera, and you could really make your pictures nice. I'm not gonna say it's gonna come out like super perfect, but it's not bad. And plus, with the software that comes with it, You know, if you don't want to do anything, and the other thing is too, if you don't like the way it is, you could always just reset it and go back to where it was. Just, you know, you could just uncheck it like that there, and it goes right back there. Now, if you're a person that wants to, you know, enhance it, you would click on edge enhancement, whatever. Color adjustment is the one I like, okay, because it brings a different window over here. It's got all these things: exposure, brightness, contrast, and so on and so forth. Here's where you could play around with it, and you could just move it around on the exposure. Okay, if you want to make it more brighter, it kind of like, you know, makes the clouds kind of like disappear a little there. You could leave that alone, and you can experiment with it. Okay, like here's the brightness. We don't want it too bright. You could also darken it up like that. You know, you just whatever's pleasing to the eye, so to speak. Here's the contrast. You know, you can make it dark, a little darker, right? We can make it a little lighter. I love playing around with these things here. I always like to, you know, make the picture look really nice, make it pop, you know. Then you got the U. Okay, you could change the U around. Oh, we don't want a purple sky like that there. Or you could just move it around like that, you know. You want to keep it natural, you know. And then you got over here saturation. You can do the saturation here. It's nice and dark blue, right? Believe me, there's days we have clouds in the sky that looks like that there. It's just today it's a little overcast, but it's not too bad. You know, it's cloudy. And then you got the vibrancy here. You can do the vibrancy. That's another that makes it a little on the dark side like that. You can make it even like almost like a black and white picture just about. Okay. And then you got the highlight, healing, whatever here. And shadow, if you want to put a shadow in there. I don't really see too much of a shadow. Again, you got to play around. And then they got the sharpness here. You could sharpen up the picture. But you know, I found out one thing, when you're sharpening up a picture, it makes it too grady. Okay. And then they also have over here color enhancement. Again, you could play around with that there at your own leisure. Color match, like this here. Let's go to color enhancement. You know, degrees, whatever. You know, again, you could really do a lot with this. You could really make, what I'm trying to say, the point I'm trying to get across to you guys, even though you have an older camera like this here, and you're taking videos, they could still look good. They really could. I'm serious. I'm not, you know, joking around. You guys could experiment for yourself. Try it out. You know, I mean, it's up to you, but you could really do nice things with the camera. Then you also have the HDR effect. Okay. And here is where you're going to play around with it here. They got the strength. So you could see how it gets when it gets too much. Did you see it gets grady over here? When I move it up to 65 or better. See how grady it looks? Ugh. You don't want that. Then you got the radius, whatever. You could do that there. I wouldn't play around with this too much, the HDR effect. I would just leave that alone, get rid of it. But the things I would mess around with, if you're going to make it look, you know, make the picture look nice, definitely I would go with the edge enhancement, I should say. Oh no, actually this one here, the color adjustment. This is the one I would focus in on. And if you don't like the way it came out, right over here, you just hit the reset button. And that's it. It brings it right back to its original video. Okay. That's all I wanted to share with you guys right now. I will drop the links, like I said earlier, for those things there for the user manual. As far as like the links for eBay, you guys could type it in. I already gave you the model number, what it is. If you even like this camera, you might want to purchase it. I will drop the links for that. And as far as the diamond capture thing there, you could even play the video back too. I mean, that's another way too, you know. But I will drop the links to the other one there for the user manual and stuff. And if you want to read the specs on it, you could do that as well. They are still available, as you can see on eBay. So if you want to try it out for yourself, and remember, if you do come, just want to close this out with this here. If you do come across one that has no battery in it, what you could, I know it's, people might say, geez, I don't want to take a chance like that. Well, if you get it cheap enough, okay, these cameras at thrift stores, the thrift stores I go to, they have like 50% off, sometimes 75% off. So if a camera like this, the thrift store is selling this, let's just say for $50, and you know, you go to a thrift store and you have a 50% off day, you're getting it for $25. Okay, and then again, you can get, if you go to K-Star, you can get one wall charger and one battery, charge it up, pop it in there, and you're good to go. The only thing you might have to buy, if you're a person that says, you know, I really like the camera, and I want to get the AC charger with it. Now that's how I charge, just to let you guys know, because I don't have an AC charger with this camera. Okay, it didn't come with it, came with this. But when I charge my batteries, like when I have to charge this camera up, right? When I have to charge this battery up, there's a little thing over here. You can't see it right there because it's a small little video here, but this would plug into here like this. Make sure I'm plugged. I don't want to break my camera here. Make sure you get the right orientation, like that. That would plug in, and of course you're gonna plug this into your outlet, right? And then on the LCD here, you'll see it'll tell you charge. Well, it's not going to tell you charge it, but you're going to see the numbers go up. Okay, that's how that charges up like that. It's through this. I don't. So if anyone's asking, you have any? I don't have a wall charger, or I had the batteries, but I have the wall charger. Okay, because I don't need it. If this camera didn't come with this or a battery, and I wanted to take a gamble with it and say, you know what, I like this camera. It's a nice looking camera. I'm gonna take a gamble with it. I'm gonna buy the wall charger and a battery with it, and we'll see what happens. Now, as far as the cables, pretty much, if it's a standard cable, let me just get this out of here. If it's a standard cable, I've seen these at the thrift store as well. Just try to remember that type of connection type like that there. That's here. And with this particular camera, and in order to use it with the diamond video capture, make sure you're getting the one that says red, yellow, and white, okay? Because it's analog, whatever. That's what I think they're saying, analog. You're going to need it to connect it to work, to make it work, okay? So you could probably, if you get one and you get the camera like this, say, geez, how am I going to transfer it over? You could shop around, you could probably order one online for it, okay? This one this one, I seen is at the thrift store. This one came with the camera, but I have seen these at the thrift store, okay? And again, you're going to need this to transfer your files to the video editing software. Okay, I hope you guys will get a takeaway from this video. And the reason why I do these videos, folks, with these older cameras, you're probably wondering, geez, you guys doing videos about these older cameras, but they work. They work. I could even use this if I plug this into my computer, so this video editing software with that cable. I could use it to broadcast my video right now instead of using my Logitech Brio. Okay, I could put it, set the tripod up behind the screen here, have it facing at me, and I could use that. I could use this here to do all my video recording, just like the other cameras I have. Okay, this is the last right now as far as videos, handycams. I'm out of handycams. This is the fourth one, so I'm out, and I'm not going to keep buying them to do videos. The reason why I'm buying those is because I'm keeping those, but for the most part, I'm done with the buying handycams. I love them. I do love the Sony product, but I got four's enough. And I will show you. I will do a video on the digital still cameras. We'll do that another time, like I incorporate in here. I'm going to do them separate for each different camera. Very basic. I'm just going to go very basic with it. I'm not going to go too crazy with those cameras because they're digital still cameras. Oh, but by the way, I just want to share this. I forgot about this here. This here has a micro card here. You push this little button right here, and it's got a micro card. See that there? It's got the Sony micro card. You can't see that there. But anyway, this goes right into here, this little slot. And what you do is you put this in here. And what happens is this camera has a photo button here. And when you click the photo button, it makes the sound like that there. Everything's reversed. It'll make the actual sound like a camera. It'll like that there. So it takes still pictures. Now, I know some of you out there are going to say, I know they take still pictures. No, they are not going to be high grade like a nice Sony, a $3,000 Sony DSLR camera. But as I said in my other video, if you're out on a video shoot and let's just say you happen to forget your DSLR camera and you just got this little bad boy with you and you want to take that still shot, at least you got something to do that there. It'll record it on the memory disk. And what happens when you record on the memory disk here, I have a slot on my computer like this here, if I can get it out here, and I would just slide this into the computer and it uploads to Sony Play Memories. That's a free software that Sony gives you. Okay, you can download it off the internet. At least you have a still shot. Might not be perfect, but again, if you got this type of software, which is like I said, this particular software, CyberLink Power Director 21, basically with any other software, video editing software, you can make the picture, you could make it look nice. It's not going to come out perfect, but you can make it look nice. Okay, and that's why I did this video, to show you guys that, even though this camera is old, it could still be used. You could still use it to do videos. I know today people like to use the iPhone. My iPhone's being charged over there, and take the iPhone out and you do it. You can't beat it. I mean, be honest with you. The iPhone 15 is great. I mean, little out of my budget right now, but it is a nice phone, stuff like that. If I was to get one, if money wasn't a problem, you know, like an issue with me, I would buy the iPhone 15 Pro Max. You know, it's a nice phone, stuff like that, but a little too much for me right now. I don't know. I think they're going for what? Oh, they're going for like $1,400, something like that. You know why I don't really have much interest? Because, you know, I'm not going to buy one right now. You know, so for me, I'm not going to, you know, talk much about it because I'm using an iPhone 8. And to do my, you know, when I do my YouTube shorts, I use that phone. And let me tell you something really quick. With the iPhone 8, I did a video on it where you could go into your camera settings and you could set that iPhone 8 to shoot in 4K at 60 frames per second. And let me tell you something. I think the videos come out pretty good, to be truthfully honest with you. So, you know, if you ever want to see a video, I don't know which one it is, folks. You know, right now, the reason why I'm doing a lot of videos, I'm trying to see if I can hit that 2,000 mark before the new year. I don't think it's going to happen. I really, honestly, God, don't think it's going to happen. I think I need like, oh my God, I don't know. What do I need? I can add another 200, maybe something like, I don't know, whatever it is. Because I think I got 1,800 and something videos. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. If I don't do it, no big deal, you know? I'd rather have 2,000 subscribers. So if you like my videos or any of my videos, hopefully you like me as a creator, please don't forget that subscribe button, like, comment, share. And if you want to be updated when I post that new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. This is Rich Bassini, signing off. I will talk to you guys the next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye for now.